Hello, my name is Crystal Puentes, and this week's Ethics Corner is going to have us discussing ethical issues in epidemiologic research and how they relate to public health practice and policy. In our textbook for this course, the purpose of the research is to identify community public health problems and describe natural history and etiology of diseases. And that's on page 171. So ethical issues that, are related to this type of research is, of course, how they go about the research. You want to make sure that the research is benefiting, all the individuals and all of society, basically. You don't want it to kind of impact whoever you're researching for the benefit of, other people. Kind of in a way with the research that was done with the syphilis study, the people that were being researched and who had the syphilis was suffering, and basically the only people that benefited from it was, everyone else who wasn't affected. So there was a population that was harmed by the study and actually even caused death. So that is an ethical issue. They got to make sure that the research that they're conducting is safe and isn't harming anyone, and that it benefits everyone the same. Another thing is to make sure that, of course, it respects the individuals that are being researched, respect their privacy. You don't want any of their information being leaked, or, just making sure that, they know everything that's going on, that they know what is, what they're being a part of, how much of what they're going through is going to be in the studies, or, just that they're like well informed of the whole process, and what are the possible effects, the risks, and everything. Basically, just protecting them too and respecting them as a human, as an individual. Another one would be, in a way, you do have to consider the fact that you kind of have to make it seem, not make it seem, but make sure that it doesn't come off as bias, because of course, when you think about it, certain cultures or certain ethnicities are more prone to certain diseases and stuff. Like with COVID, it was targeting certain races more than it was targeting other races. And you gotta kind of have like enough research and enough, information to be able to back that up. Like, yes, because we have seen evidence that this race is more prone to these diseases, and maybe this is why this is happening. So you got to make sure that you have just all that like evidence based research to be able to explain that. That way you're just not accusing a certain race of like, oh, they're the ones that get the disease, or they're the only ones getting it. And like, no, like they might just be more prone, and this is why. I think those are all ethical issues that could pop up when doing this type of research. So it is important to consider, all those things. Like I said, like, their privacy, them knowing everything that's going on, making sure that no one's being harmed and that it's benefiting everyone, just to pretty much learn and protect the community. Like COVID, definitely we took a toll from it, so it is important that we conduct these research studies, but in the most, beneficial and positive way. Thank you for listening.